Hi everyone, it's Sam here. Today we're going to cook up a quick and tasty dish, beef and mushroom stir fry. This dish is a fantastic way to enjoy the rich flavors of beef paired with earthy mushrooms, all brought together in a delicious stir fry. Let's get started. Take a good look at the beef's grain, which you can see are the muscle fibers running through the meat. We're going to slice it against the grain. This means cutting the beef perpendicular to the direction of the fibers, just like this. The thickness of your slices is crucial too. You want them about as thick as a coin, kind of like this. Here's why it matters. Cutting against the grain and slicing them, coin thick shortens the fibers, making the beef much easier to chew. All right, let's get started on marinating our beef. First, we'll add some baking soda to tenderize the beef. Next up, pour in some soy sauce for that rich, savory flavor. Then, sprinkle on black pepper to give it a little kick. Now go ahead and mix everything with your hands until the mixture feels sticky. All right, folks, now we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of water, but we'll do it in 2 stages. This step is key. We need the beef to soak up this water so it stays juicy and doesn't dry out once it hits that hot pan. And just like that, in no time at all, the beef has already absorbed all the water. All right, let's prepare our beef to make sure it's super juicy and flavorful. First off, we're starting with a light coating of half an egg white. Think of it as our foundation. This thin layer helps seal in the moisture, getting the beef ready for even more flavor. Next up, we sprinkle on some cornstarch. When it cooks, it's going to thicken and create a protective barrier that keeps all the tasty juices locked in. And for our final touch, we drizzle a bit of cooking oil on top. This ensures the beef slices don't stick to each other when they hit the pan. Now, we're just gonna set it aside and let it sit for 15 minutes. First up, make sure there's enough oil in the pan to just cover the bottom. Crank the heat to medium-high. Try this cool trick. Stick a chopstick in the oil, and if it bubbles up nicely, we're good to go. Carefully add the beef, spreading it evenly to prevent sticking together. Let the beef sit for a bit once it's in the pan. Stirring too early can cool the oil down too fast and spoil the coating we've applied. Wait for about 10 seconds, then quickly stir it just until the beef changes color. It should take less than a minute. Scoop it out immediately after and let any extra oil drip off. The residual heat will perfectly finish cooking it from the inside. First off, let's talk about cleaning white mushrooms. All you need to do is wipe them down with a damp paper towel to remove any dirt on the surface. Please don't soak them in water to clean them. This keeps the mushrooms from absorbing too much moisture and turning soggy and mushy when you cook them. Personally, I prefer not to eat the stems, so I just remove them. Then, I slice the mushrooms thickly to enhance the texture and give you a really satisfying chew. Place your mushrooms in a pan over medium heat. No oil needed here. Those mushrooms are going to release all the moisture we need. Remember, patience is your friend. Let the mushrooms do their thing and saute slowly. Gently stir them around to make sure they cook evenly and release their juices just right. Keep the heat on until those mushrooms start changing color. That's when they caramelize and get that fantastic meat-like chewiness and rich, deep flavor we love. Once your mushrooms are gloriously golden and deliciously chewy, take them off the heat. They're now ready to shine in whatever dish you've got planned next. Let's get our sauce ready in advance. We'll mix in a tablespoon of cooking wine, a teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a quarter teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of water, and a teaspoon of cornstarch. Stir everything together until it's nice and smooth. Turn the heat to medium and add a little cooking oil. Put in the chopped onions, fry them until they're translucent. Add the minced garlic and stir until you can smell that gorgeous garlic aroma. Then turn the heat up a bit, add the mushrooms and the beef we prepared before, and pour in the sauce we made earlier. Stir everything quickly so all ingredients get nicely coated with the sauce. Turn off the heat, and it's ready to serve.